Hello, my lovelies. This is Goddess Healing Oracle coming to you with a quick energy reading. No, I didn't get anything out earlier today, but I just couldn't go to sleep without seeing what the cards had to say today. So I'm at my desk so I can actually spread out the cards and let's see what Spirit has to say. Spirit, to give us clear messages for our healing and for our empowerment, and help us to understand our present situations and be able to take the proper steps. Pray for protection and that the angels and our ancestors would surround this space, make it this a sacred space. Okay, let's start out. This is the cards I use for the Divine Feminines. Oh, two cards want to pop out. Let's see what we have here. Four of Pentacles. This came out yesterday in the reading. And the Chariot. Okay. So yesterday we were talking about the idea of holding on to something, and maybe, well, we talked about during the summer solstice the idea that maybe we would take a break from holding on to things too tightly and just let it flow, let it go and let it flow for the day. But now you see this energy coming out again, and it's feeling like this could be a warning that this is what we're doing. We're holding on to things too tightly and not giving Spirit an opportunity to bring in new and fresh energy. And the Chariot is also giving a suggestion of movement, of action, and the Queen of Swords is coming out. Okay, so we've got an energy of cutting off. So it might be time to let something go and to move forward. This could be our energy. It could also be a person in our lives that's, something just flew all the way down. King of Pentacles coming out. Maybe to tell us that letting go of our past energy, and maybe even taking steps to cut it off, to make a clean break from it, give us an opportunity to come into union with a divine masculine who's in his King of Pentacles energy, very grounded, very stable, reliable, maybe business oriented, maybe making moves, or we take on that energy ourselves and embody it, establish our own foundation and our own legacy. Justice. This is interesting. So could be talking about karma, a karmic cycle that is in the process of taking place and could be coming to an end, or maybe we can bring about the end of this karmic cycle by actually moving forward with our life. Ooh, death. Wow. Okay, so far we have three majors. We've got the Chariot, we've got Justice, and Death, and this is a clear sign that an end of a cycle has taken place, and it's time for, as you can see on here, this I don't know if you can see that, it's their wings. It's talking about a rebirth from what appeared to be a type of death, but it's really just a radical change, but a change that actually brings with it more beauty than we could ever have imagined, and there's a hopefulness there. And so the Death card doesn't mean death, it means radical change. And we've got the Nine of Swords. It did actually come out in reverse, which would be like an end to anxiety and this hand wringing that we see going on here. But in any case, talking about, like I was saying, because this also came out yesterday, if it was yesterday or the day before, I can't remember, the idea that somebody, maybe us, or somebody in our energy, is all up in their head, just dwelling on things and letting it get to us, maybe holding on to things a little bit too tightly or a little bit too long, when movement, cutting away, and an end to a cycle is necessary to maybe bring about the abundance that we've been asking spirit for, and we're not making move for it. Wow, the Magician, this is incredible. Okay, so got 8 cards out here so far, and of the 8, 4 of them, half of them, are major arcana. So we're seeing the presence of a lot of divine influence here. Spirit is at work in this situation to do things that maybe we've been hoping for, but we, it's easy to ask for things, but maybe not exactly like how they come about. So yeah, we might be in this energy where we need to just let go and let spirit do its work, and just relax into it, because change can feel like pain. It can be very painful and can feel like a minor type of death, but it's a death of an old self that we've outgrown. And the Magician is here telling us to just lean into the powers of spirit, to allow them to create and bring in what we want. So the Magician is known in tarot to be the master of all the elements of fire, air, earth, and water. Basically master of all the different aspects of human nature, of mental, spiritual, the passion that comes, it's like a fiery passion, and the earthly, more 3D physical manifestations of things, and then you add spirit to that, and that's how our manifestations come about. But there has to be a balance there. And then we have the 9 of Pentacles. So I'm going to put this over here. This is kind of like a culmination between the King of Pentacles energy that maybe we need to lean into and be our own King of Pentacles, and not maybe just be looking for that from outside of ourselves, from some other person, but to be that, to embody that energy and bring about the abundance and the independence that the 9 of Pentacles speaks about. So let me scrunch these cards up over here and see what is coming out from the other deck and get some more clarity here. So is there more that you want to say, Spirit? Is there perhaps influence of an outside, a divine masculine in the human realm that we need to gain more clarity about? Let's just shuffle these. I did already pre-shuffle these. I'll just shuffle again. Shuffling skills not their best. It's pretty late right now. I'm gonna go to bed soon, but I actually could not rest. Something felt like it just had to come out. Hermit. The Hermit is coming out in reverse. And these cards, because they do have the markings on the other side, I'm more apt to read them in reverse because it says there. But there could be somebody in your energy that has been in a period of isolation, and maybe you've been here holding on for dear life, trying to wait it out. Maybe they're coming out of it. Let's see. The Page of Swords. This is kind of a watchful, some people say, kind of a spying energy. There's news, information that's on the way, planning. This is all kind of happening internally. It hasn't reached the point yet of like a night where it would be, action would come to it. Wow, the Tower came out. Okay, something's going on here. There's more divine energy at play. This might be what's causing this person to either be in Hermit or come out of it, is a cataclysmic, event. Something that's very unexpected, and it's going to change a lot of things. And it could be maybe seeing you gird yourself up to actually walk away from maybe a stagnant situation. Then we have the 8 of Wands coming out also in the reverse. So once again, like not, so Wands would be, you know, movement and passion and creativity and inspiration. And this is in the reverse. It's waiting and hanging back and not. So these two energies are very, very different right now. Here we see a lot of, you know, change, but positive change, like growth into more stability, more powerful manifestation, a release of anxiety. And over here we see kind of a stagnancy and a tower and a watchfulness. Okay, the 10 of Swords in reverse. So the 10 of Swords would be the end of a cycle, also in a very painful way that's going along with the Tower. I'll put those two together, but this is in reverse, so it's kind of talking about wow, this is why I put it over here, because it's a surviving disaster. Oh, let me put it in the camera, sorry. Surviving disaster, relapse, inevitable end, fears coming true. So this is like practically the same sort of energy over here. Wow. And I'll put this over here. Okay, so this might be a good time for you to break away, or at least take, you know, gain some space from whatever is going on over here with these individuals. And it could be, we're talking about an air sign, so a Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, or just a younger person who's very, you know, very cerebral, very old in their head, you know, maybe an overthinker, somebody that you know, a younger person. Let's just like get a few more. Can we have a little bit more information? Can we have some insight, spirit, into the Tower and the 10 of Swords in reverse, please? Let me get it clear. Okay. The High Priestess in reverse. And it says here, secrets, confusion, blocked intuition, hidden motives. So here we have kind of somebody who's maybe overthinking or just very watchful. We see that in all these places. And then we have hidden motives. So there's some things hidden, or some things that this person is not willing to accept, like a reality that they're turning a blind eye to, because this is also can be they're deliberately not wanting to see the truth of a situation, because it's not just, you know, the High Priestess would be the subconscious, or, you know, hidden information and intuition. So that's already things that are, you know, within, like underneath, under the surface. But this is in reverse. So this is something that's like you're kind of suppressing spiritual knowledge, intuition, and activation. So yeah, that we have like a reluctance here. Let me just see what these two cards are. We're flying out of the deck. King of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and then Judgment in reverse. And this says failure to learn, self-loathing, and indecisiveness. So I'm going to put that along here. It's the same kind of energy. And this is somebody who's a workaholic. It says wasteful, risky investments, and irresponsible. So yeah, this is looking like a person who doesn't want to, who is being presented with truths that they are not willing to accept. They would like to keep on keeping their head in the sand, turning a blind eye to what Spirit is trying to show them. Spirit is, and we've got the Judgment over here in reverse. We've got the Swords. We've got the Tower. And we have this. And the High Priestess is sending all this information, all these messages, signs, synchronicities to this person. And they're just refusing to accept for what it is. This, and what's going to end up happening is that they're going to be faced with a situation, a type of karma is coming to them in the form of some sort of tower. Maybe, you know, the end of this relationship that you have, because you can't wait forever for this person to wake up spiritually. Like sometimes people just need to take their own their own pathway, and it could be a little bit more windy than the one that you've taken, because over here we have somebody who, although you might want to hold on to it, I just see it like a much healthier attitude over here, with, you know, justice and death and magician and the Nine of Pentacles, much more independent, much more clear-headed, you know, in thoughts, and more spiritual. For here, we clearly see a person who just does not want, who's not making room in their life for spirituality and for awakening and ascension. And, you know, sometimes the universe can send somebody like this, you know, spirit can send to test us and see whether we're ready for our next level up, for our next glow up, and maybe even to for, you know, some more lessons that we need to learn to get to that space. And it can be a real, you know, serious distraction. I know that I face, you know, that kind of test. I'm dealing with, you know, this guy right now, and yeah, I mean, this is as much my energy it is the whole collective. We have the Knight of Wands, and that of course comes out in the upright. The Knight of Wands, always ready to play, and you know, it's like always hooky, never school. But you know, we're here on a mission to heal and to bring light and harmony around us. And then there's, you know, this energy over here, what I'm gonna say looks like a person who is just living in a very 3D existence, and it's just total chaos going on over here. And here we have healing and a progression forward. So Spirit, do you have any final messages for the collective? I mean, basically, I'm not sure what else needs to be said, at least for tonight. It seems pretty clear here. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the Knight of Wands in the upright. It's like that basically says it all. Let's see if there's anything else. And the Knight of Swords. So also this person's in their head. They're rushing around. They're doing a lot of thinking, but and maybe they think they're moving forward, but we can see from all this that they are actually kind of stagnant, because the moves that they think they're making are they're not founded on spiritual truth. They're founded on whatever, like, you know, earthly matters, and maybe their past, the things that they've gone through with the sword, be dealing with some trauma that they've experienced in the past that they're still dwelling on and not letting themselves move forward. And let's see, we'll cut the deck, and we have once again the King of Pentacles. So that's interesting. So there is a bright spot. There's some hope in the future that they could get there, but this is saying that there's a lot that has to happen, a lot of healing that needs to take place before that happens. And so this could be off in the future, and it could be after a time of separation, maybe where you go your own way and do you, which is what I'm always advocating for, which is what I'm doing, and be you know, about whatever your mission on earth is. Because and this is what really made me have to do this reading tonight, was this thought that just kept coming to my head. It just kept on, what's for me will come to me, and what's not for me, let it fall away. And it's so easy to get distracted by the 3D and forget that the spirit realm, what we cannot see, is actually more real than what we see with our own 3D eyes. This is just a shadow and a shade of spiritual realities, and we need to realize that and be about that, because this is not all there is. What we imagine is what it is, what we focus on, what we pour our energy into, and what we're creating with spirit is our true reality. So let me leave you with that. Spirit, thank you for the clarity that you gave us, and please give us the strength to do what we need to do, even if it means a painful cutting off of something that we're very, very hopeful about, but it just might not be the right time. We know that you're at work in our lives to help us to accomplish all that we have set out to do, all that before time began, our mission. And we just thank you. Okay, I'm going to end it there. Thanks for joining me. I love you all, my lovelies. See you tomorrow.